Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you are new here, you can call me Marissa, you can call me housewife, people use both. It doesn't really matter. So I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. I had a lot of fun filming that. I really like switching it up a little bit, you know. Got my coffee. I actually made this iced coffee with my iced coffee machine. It was really fun switching it up, doing some beauty, but you know I gotta get back. Oh no! Oh, that did not just happen. Oh, I just put this white t-shirt on. Woo! And my God. Should I leave that in and should I change my shirt? Decisions. We are starting this video off right, you guys. We are starting it off right. Anyways, so you know we gotta get back into the drama. You know we gotta get back into the shade. I could only be so whatever for so long because I am ready. We are going to call someone out today. And if you've seen the title of this video, some of you are probably going to be like, what? What? Sloan of all people? Like, he's the most unproblematic YouTuber, you know, that calls out mommy vloggers and he is helping the community, right? Well, not so sure. So this is going to be a controversial video probably because Sloan does have a lot of supporters, but hey, I'm controversial. I am here to have blah, 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 blah. I'm scared to take a sip of this now, but I think I need some caffeine. Oh my gosh! At least this shirt is gray. I can't believe I just literally did the same thing. Is this leaking from somewhere? I don't understand. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's already been like almost 4 minutes and this is just not starting off good. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Sloan. He calls out so if you've never heard of Sloan before, I will leave his channel down below and I will also leave the video down below that I'm going to be referring to in this video. And I will also leave the video down below from YouTuber headlines because we're also going to be talking about what he did to YouTuber headlines in her video. So if you don't know who Sloan is, he's grown very, very quickly on YouTube. He's a commentary channel. He's a little bit different than some of the drama channels because he mainly calls out mommy vloggers. He does a lot of kind of like Dad Challenge podcast. In fact, him and Dad Challenge podcast are pretty friendly, and we're going to get into that too. And then he also does like celebrity drama videos. He does a lot of weird kind of videos where he's talking about a celebrity's childhood trauma, which I'm not so sure I agree with that angle of things, but we're going to get into it. So now I know why. I'm about to make a disclaimer. I see why some people make a disclaimer because, whoa, man, if you say your opinion, people take it as fact. People take it as you're telling them that this is how it is and this is the end-all be-all, and that is not true. So before we get started, I'm going to make a disclaimer, okay? These are my opinions. Opinions, not facts. I am not a receipt channel. I'm not a news channel. I'm an opinion-based commentary channel. And what that means for all of you people in the back who don't know, for my channel, I see things going on online and I comment on them, my opinion, my speculations. That doesn't mean that it's completely true. In fact, it doesn't mean that that has to be your opinion. I just want to get that out of the way right now. These are my opinions. This is what I see from what I watch and what I think about. I take in what I see from everywhere. I watch other people's videos. I watch things going on. and then I form my own opinion based on that. So it is very unlikely that you will see a receipt on this channel. It's very unlikely that you will see me, say something as fact, unless there is out there as a fact and someone has a receipt put up on a public video, then I can say, hey, that's a fact. But like I said, I like to make you guys think on this channel. Just because you see receipts for something doesn't always mean that it's a fact. Receipts can be interpreted too, just like anything else. They can be taken the wrong way. Things can be taken out of context. So you can't always go, oh, well, they had the receipts. They showed a screenshot. It's fact. It's true. Pack it up. No, you have to slow down a little bit, because not every receipt means that it is what the person's saying it is. People can still take a receipt and then interpret it and twist it into something for their audience. So I suggest, no matter my video, anybody's video that you see, you take it upon yourself to watch multiple videos on the subject, do your own research, and then form your opinion. That's just my take on it, if you will. Can't tell you what to do, but anyway, now that we got that out of the way, so Sloan, he does commentary, and now I want you guys to remember that for every YouTuber, there's going to be a commentary channel to call them out. And guess what? There will also be another channel to call out that commentary channel. Some people just want to get the gossip out there and have a chit chat. You know what I mean? Which is kind of like, I like that style a lot. And I don't always I'm not holding anybody accountable. You know what I mean? I'm not gatekeeping, babysitting. These are just my takes on things. And if you don't agree with me, what I'm noticing, okay, there's a lot of smaller channels in this community, and there's so many that I like. Notice with my channel specifically, for the size of my channel, and when I compare it and look at other people's channels, unless they're deleting comments, my channel, for the size that it is, I get a lot of disagreeing. I get a lot of trolls. I get a lot of just straight up hate, like you're fat, you're ugly, that kind of thing. And I get a lot of differing opinions, which I really, really appreciate. And I like that. Probably, for some reason, a lot of my audience doesn't agree with me. But I'm really thankful that they still watch my videos anyway and give me a chance. And at least take my opinion into consideration. That's all I ask and think, Okay, so now that we were rambling on for that long, I might have to cut some of this out. Oh, please. I don't know. This is going to be way too long. Okay, so Sloan calls out mommy vloggers. And I am not a Sloan hater by any means, you guys. I think what he's doing is really important. He's calling out kids that are getting exploited by their parents. And he wants to bring awareness to the troubles that can come from being a mommy vlogger and a family vlogger. And I absolutely think that there are some out there that are just rotten, you know what I mean? But we need to stop, I think, in my opinion. Not every mommy vlogger and not every family vlogger is like this evil person exploiting their children. I don't believe, I believe that you can put your kids on camera sometimes without exploiting your children. Now, do people take it too far by showing every little detail of a child's personal life? Yes, of course. But think about this. Just think about this little tidbit right here. When you were a kid, before there was the internet and your mom had photo albums, did she ask your permission, one, before she took your picture? Did she ask your permission in 1990 when she was running around showing strangers your dance recital pictures? You know what I mean? Do you ask your child's permission when you take his picture at Disney and post it on your Facebook? No. Think about how many followers you have on Facebook, and unless every single one of your followers is a family member and you're posting pictures of your children, technically, even if it's private, which most people don't have a totally private Facebook page, but if it's public, you want to play with this? Here, sweetie. I love you. I love you. So the mommy the mommy vlogger whole thing has totally exploded on YouTube. And I feel like when something gets trendy, it just becomes too much, because then literally people are trying to call out mommy vloggers for every single thing they do, because that's what gets the views and that's what's popular. Like, you need to be a little bit more choosy about what topics you cover. For example, you know, the whole thing with Brianna Kay, people were literally doing videos about why she moved to Hawaii, and there were so many videos made, so many channels where, who cares? That doesn't seem very important to me. So in this mommy vlogger craze of exposing them all, I feel like people go way overboard. They're spinning false narratives about some of these moms, and they're just straight, like, just exaggerating some of the drama. And I feel like that's just getting to be a little too much. If they do something crazy out there, yes, make a video. If you feel like they're lying to their fans, make a video. Like, I did a video about Tara Henderson because I saw moms were feeling really bad about themselves because they didn't know that she had a nanny. And I do think it's okay to call any channel out that you want for whatever you want. But I just, in my opinion, feel like we need to kind of, the mommy vloggers are getting, like, attacked constantly. So, now, my problem with Sloan is, I'm going to talk about a couple things. Now, he's problematic. I'm just going to say straight up, because first of all, I'm going to link YouTuber Headline's video down below where she played a recording of him saying he was going to literally work with Dad Challenge podcast to dox her, find her personal information if she made another video about him. That is insane, and how he's getting away with this, I will never know. I haven't seen anybody except her call it out. Let me know if you've seen anybody else call it out, but why is it okay for Sloan and Dad Challenge podcast to dox somebody because they don't like a video that was made about them? That's insane. And the fact that Sloan said he was going to work with Dad Challenge podcast is a little bit concerning. And I think it should be concerning to you guys too. Because Dad Challenge podcast, I already have my own issues with him and the way he treats women. He constantly is like bringing up sexual things about them and like talking about their butt, and it's really weird. He's really creepy, and I don't know how anybody doesn't pick up on that. Like, some people do, definitely. But the mass of people think he's doing some great service to YouTube. And hi. Sloan did a video, okay, his problematic self, on Acacia Kersey. Now, most people probably would watch that video and be like, oh, you know, not think anything of it. But as somebody who does commentary, I look at videos a lot differently. And I think it is completely wrong the way that he set up that video. And again, I will link it below. He starts off, okay, running with this narrative that everybody has going, that she loves her older daughter more than she loves the younger daughter. And, like, people have blown this way out of proportion. And I had to add my freeze frame in here. I forgot to make the point that everybody is so worried about these children growing up and being embarrassed and traumatized. What do you think these kids are going to see when they grow up and see all these videos that Sloan made, that others made, telling everyone that their own mother doesn't love them as much as they love their older sister? You guys are feeding into that and making it worse. You're putting that out on the internet, not Acacia Kersey. You guys are making videos and putting out this narrative that she doesn't love her daughter as much or even at all. And people are putting clips together of what she does with her daughter and making it seem a certain way. But the kids aren't going to see those videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hypocrisy is real. It really is. Hey guys, Editing Marissa here. as I was doing that voice clip, I was getting more and more aggravated because I feel so bad for Rosie because her mother, yes, puts her on the internet, but anybody who makes a video, Sloan's videos, those people who put clips together of Rosie and the other daughter and how she's so special with this daughter and doesn't do this with this daughter, you guys are putting that out on the internet for poor Rosie to see, and you are going to put it in this little girl's head that her mother doesn't love her as much or even at all. And I think it's horrible. If you just watch her vlogs and stuff, like it's not put together that way. You guys are taking clips out of context and putting them together and spinning this narrative about this little girl, which I think is just plain nasty. And Sloan is participating in it, and he's actually leading this narrative. And I think it's wrong. And I think it's really messed up because you don't know that. Like, really? So one of their examples was that the first daughter had a newborn photo shoot, like a big fancy newborn photo shoot. And then when she had her second baby, there was no photo shoot. It was like kind of like a more casual photo. That doesn't mean that she favors her first child. Anybody who has kids knows that you have your first baby, it's all about that baby. You know what I mean? Pictures and this and that, and you have all the time in the world to focus on that one child because you only have one child. As you get more and more kids, the things that you do get less and less elaborate. But that doesn't mean I love Juliana any less than I love my other son because maybe he had more like fancy pictures taken of him. My oldest son, who's 12, I had just him for the longest time. I have so many pictures done of him in like different outfits, different poses, this and that. And then you have more kids and more kids. You're so busy. We gonna eat mascara? Oh, I love you. Are we gonna eat mascara? Are we gonna eat mascara? The more kids you have, the less, like, it doesn't mean you love your other kids more. So I just want you guys to, you know, think about that. Because she has, like, and it says that people said that Sloan says that she posts her other daughter more on social media. And they're saying that she doesn't post her baby because the baby has some medical conditions. Like, I mean, to say that she's ashamed of her own daughter, like, I feel like Sloan is taking it way too far. So this is how he sets up the video. He starts off talking about that. Then he goes into how, I guess, somebody found Rosie's picture, the baby, on an inappropriate adult website, which is very, very concerning. That's disgusting. And apparently, when it was brought to Acacia Kersey's attention, she pretty much told them, like, oh, we don't live to worry about that. It was a very strange response. Now, am I saying she's perfect? No, I think she's been very, very problematic. And that's, like, weird that she doesn't seem to care that her baby daughter was found on an inappropriate website that has, I guess it had, like, over 700,000 views, which is really weird. That's really gross. And I don't understand why she wouldn't care about that. Unless she's just trying to... We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Maybe she's just trying to make it not seem like a big deal. She doesn't want to, like, make a big thing about it and have other people go look for it. She's probably quietly going to report it. You know what I mean? She doesn't know this person that brought this to her attention. You know what I'm saying? So you have to remember that, too. We don't always know why she reacts to a stranger. And you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that behind the scenes she's not freaking out, you know? So then he first starts the video. This is the manipulation tactics that I'm just not a fan of. He sets up this whole video where first he starts saying that she loves the other daughter more than she loves Rosie, I think her name is. I didn't know, like, if I should say the kid's name or not. That's why I'm, like, kind of like, I don't know. So she has two daughters. One's a little bit older. and one's a baby with the medical condition. So Sloan starts off the video by saying, well, first of all, she loves her first daughter more than she loves her second daughter. Then you get into the second part of the video where Sloan is pushing this narrative that Acacia does not care about her children being on adult websites. Now, because she responded to one person that way doesn't mean she doesn't care, and she has every right to respond to a stranger how she sees fit. I don't know the reasons why she might be responding that way. You know what I mean? Hi. You know, she could be suspicious of this person. Because, honestly, I find it very, very suspicious how somebody even came across this picture on the website that it was on. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame her if she was kind of suspicious of the person bringing her this information. You know what I mean? So, that's the second narrative he's spinning on his channel. Then he finally says that she used her children. The title of the video is that she uses her kids for an adult toy ad. No, she didn't. Now, do I think it's weird her kid was the background picture when she was saying... So, Acacia, let me backtrack. So, his final thoughts on the video. So, do you see how he set up the video? I hope I'm making sense. To spin this narrative about her before he even got to the main topic of the story. And I feel like it was just, he was kind of inaccurate with all this stuff. Kind of makes it seem like, oh, it's definite. It's for sure. She loves her other daughter more, and she doesn't care if her kids are on inappropriate websites. And then look, also what she does is she had a picture of her kids, and she does these things called ad incoming. So she posts something saying, oh, there's an ad coming, and her ad was going to be for Adam and Eve. And her picture was, her kids were like in the background picture, and she had a post ad incoming for self-intimacy or something. The actual ad did not have her kids in it. So that's what I'm talking about, where to go as far as saying that she used her kids to sell adult toys. First of all, that's really weird. It's also really weird that Sloan's insinuating that, do you understand? Like, he's almost saying, like, she doesn't care her kids are on adult websites, and she's using her kids to promote adult toys. That's weird. Like, what you're insinuating is extremely weird. And I don't think that's okay to insinuate about a mother, because you have no proof. What you showed was not proof. I'm sorry, that was not proof. And yes, you can speculate, but in my opinion, that's a really weird thing to speculate about. So this video is getting long. I want to know what you guys think. I feel like Sloan has a tendency of, trying to manipulate his audience. I feel like he gets carried away and blows things way out of proportion. Threatening to dox another YouTuber is never okay, because YouTuber Headlines has done a few videos on him, and she doesn't really agree with his behavior, and she's one of the only ones I've seen that don't agree with his behavior. And, has called out some things that are concerning. Now, am I saying cancel Sloan, don't watch him? Absolutely not. I still watch his videos, but I just think he's doing some things lately that are just, I'm not okay with, and I just want to make you guys think that and realize that just because these people are calling out others doesn't mean they're perfect. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's being problematic, he needs to be called out too. Just because he's calling out kids, mommy vloggers, for exploiting their kids and whatnot, doesn't mean that he's safe from critique, okay? So every channel that goes up, there's going to be another channel to call them out. And I just want you guys to realize and maybe think about another side to it rather than just blindly following what he says. Because the narratives that he's spinning about this woman, I don't agree with. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff she does. But I would not want to spin a narrative about a mother exploiting her children like in a sexual way. Like, that's really strange, and I just think that's wrong. to insinuate that about someone and to try to manipulate your audience into thinking that. And then also, you know, about how she loves one daughter over the other. Acacia has said multiple times, because people have an issue with her second daughter being on the floor. And she has said multiple times that, you know, her speech therapy, not speech therapy, occupational therapy, and all these things that she's taking her second daughter to, they suggest, you know, that they put her on the floor near them so she can move around and, you know, pretty much, and try to learn to move her body and do this and that. If that's what's being suggested, why are you guys making such a big deal about her kid? Kids love playing on the floor, and people make these things, take these pictures out of context where it's like, oh, she hates her daughter. Look, her daughter's over there while they're hanging out as a family. You don't know the way that you're making the photo look. There's the kid still in the room with them. Somebody posted a picture, said that she leaves Rosie alone, unattended, while they're hanging out with the first daughter. When in the photo, the little girl's right here rolling around on the floor, looked happy as a bug. Another clip that Sloan used was saying that she was playing video games and ignoring her child because she loves her first child more. No, I'm sorry, Sloan, you do not have children. You don't have a right to tell a mother they're taking too long to go tend to her kid crying. You don't need to run up and jump up into the air every time your kid makes a noise. She literally said she was listening. I saw her in the clip. Like, please go watch his video, you guys. I really want you to watch it and really pay attention to the narrative that he's spinning here. She was playing a video game, and she was like, oh, I hear Rosie. I gotta go help her. And she was in the middle of her game, and she's like, the baby kept crying. She's like, okay, I gotta go help her. And she went to do it. It's not like she waited 10 minutes. So Sloan stops that, and in my opinion, he was saying, oh, well, you know, she loves her other daughter more, so she just leaves Rosie crying. She did not leave her crying. She literally sat there for 1 minute, and then Sloan's telling this mother, okay, a gay man who has no children is telling this mother, you are taking way too long to go pick up your crying child. Who are you? You don't have kids. You don't know, like, how long a kid should be crying. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have that experience. So I don't understand why you are pushing this. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. So please let me know what you guys think. I know this video is kind of long, but I'm just really not liking his attitude lately and some of the things that he's doing. Let me know how you feel. Please go watch the video. I will link all these people and this video down below. As always, tell me your opinions. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with me. I'm sure the hate train's going to be coming and the Sloan stands after me. So let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.